Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do, I think it's the third update for my Ditch the Discontinued project pan. I think it's the third one. It's March. It's April. Oh gosh. I think it's the third one. I don't know. So if you're new to this project, the premise is that you are using discontinued or limited edition products that you can no longer purchase. If you're anything like me, your limited edition and discontinued products kind of get like shelved and then you just don't touch them because of fear of not having them anymore. So that is kind of why I created this project, to get use out of the items that are discontinued, being discontinued, or are limited edition. You can no longer get them. So first things first, over here, I always put my uses, my total uses, and then the total grams used up. That is total grams. That is not like month to month. That is just from the beginning all the way to now. That's always over in this corner. And then I feel like I have something else to say, but I don't know. We're just going to start from the top, what I always start with, and then we're going to work down to like newest roll-ins, last products kind of mentioned. So the first item that we have is my CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. That is this guy here, and we have so little product left. Now I'm almost kicking myself. I feel like I could have totally finished this up if I wore makeup more in March than I did. I took like a 3-week hiatus of like wearing makeup. Maybe it was like 2.5 weeks. With getting Bandit, getting our puppy, I kind of just like didn't wear makeup for like 2 weeks. We're back. We're almost done with this. This is going to be done by next month. Just mark my words. This will be done next month, and I'm very excited. Now, I'm a little nervous because I feel like I'm running out of discontinued products to roll into this project. So maybe next month I just won't roll in products, and we'll just eventually roll in another one once I kind of make enough progress in other products and in other projects. So that is that guy. The next product is this guy here, which is looking very sad. So this is my Makeup Revolution liquid highlight drops. This was in the shades Champagne. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it almost looks like I marked this wrong. I swear yesterday we were up there and already today we're down slightly more. So I only have about half of this product left, which is fantastic. We're only in April, so we're not even halfway through the year. This was essentially brand new when I rolled it in. I had used it twice. I unsealed it last year, like at the very mid-late last year, and used it like twice, and now we're like down to here already. That's half the product in like 4 months, which is just wild. I really do like this to mix in with my primers. I will put like a little tiny stripe here, a dot, a dot, a dot, and then just blend that into my complexion to kind of give myself an all-over glow before I put my foundation on. So that is really how I've been using that, and I think that's why I made such good progress with it. This will be in for quite some time, probably another 2, 3 or 4 months, maybe 5. But I think it's going to be done before the end of the year, which is fantastic. So that is this guy here. Then, I don't know why I did this, but I rolled 2 blushes in, and if I learned anything from last year, I had like 3 blushes that I was working on at like the same time. So why in the world did I put 2 blushes in? No clue, but I am working on this one here. This is Bare Radiance by Bare Minerals. We were at that coral line for like 2 or 3 months, and we finally are able to make a new line on this. I'm very excited. So these things are kind of deceiving, these like Bare Minerals products in the circle packaging, because it's like you don't make progress, and then all of a sudden you make like a decent amount of progress, or like it goes a lot quicker once you pass like that hump of the middle, like the largest part of the circle. So now I think it's going to be, I don't want to say smooth sailing because this is still a lot of product left, but smoother sailing than I feel like it has been in previous updates. So I'm very happy that we were able to make, again, a little mark on that guy. Very, very excited about that. The second blush that we're working on, same thing. We were actually able to make a mark on it as well. This is Bare Minerals Promise. This is just a pink toned highlight, or not highlight, a pink toned blush. So if you want to see the difference between Bare, which is like this neutrally kind of color, and then Promise, definitely more pink. So I wear them with like Bare I wear with more neutral kind of looks, and Promise I wear with cooler tone kind of looks. And I can mix them, so they look beautiful mixed together as well. But yeah, that is that guy there. The next thing that we have to talk about is a face highlight, and that is this guy. This is Pandora by Luxie Beauty, and y'all, I hit pan in that. I don't know if you'll really be able to tell, since it's kind of a purpley silver shade, and the pan is obviously silver, but I hit pan in this, and that's really all I wanted to do with this shade. It's so pretty. Plus, as we approach the warmer time of the year, I kind of just want to table this and work on something else. So we are going to be rolling this out, and we are going to be rolling a new product in its place, and I'm very excited about that. So first product that we're rolling out, and I'm very excited about that. I can't believe I hit pan in this. This was really fun to wear, like really, really fun, especially with the purples that I was working on, the blues and purples earlier this year in my Pan Those eyeshadows. It was a lot of fun. The next product we have is this guy here, and I feel like I just don't reach for this, and it's a shame. It's kind of annoying that I just don't reach for it, but this is Tarte Clay Play Liner, and this is in the shade Bronze. I reached for it a couple times this month. This is just a slow mover for me. I don't reach for this. I don't reach for like these kind of like not clay liners, gel liners that you have to like squeeze out over a like liquid pen liner, or even if I had like a dip liquid liner, I wouldn't reach for this over it. So this is just slow moving, and the shade, I don't reach for like a bronze liner all too often. I definitely opt for like a black liner, as I'm wearing today, but I have used it a couple times. I mean, a couple times is more than I would be using it if it wasn't in this project. So I'm just going to keep chucking away at it and hope that I can make some serious progress in it eventually. This does make a nice, decent eye base when I want to wear like a more new. I could have worn it as an eye base today and it would have looked nice. I just have so much color in my Pan Those eyeshadows that I don't need a neutral base. So maybe when we roll in a neutral shade, like I can use this as a neutral base. Then, this is an exciting one, but I kind of cheated a little bit. Just a little bit. So this is the Stila Glitter and Glow, and this is in the shade Smoky Storm, and I actually finished this. I depotted this, or I decanted it into another, I feel like I saw a spider. No, okay. And I ended up using this to decorate a magnetic palette. I will grab it, I'll show you. So I ended up using it to decorate this, and I don't really like how this one turned out as much as my other magnetic palette that I did. I wanted more of like I put a pink glitter on top of it, and I wanted more of the pink to show, but I think it just looks a little more brown than I really wanted. But it's not bad, but that is what I used this guy for. I just wasn't reaching for this, and anytime I was like, this could lean more neutral, I was like, I don't want to wear the glitter and have the hassle of taking off the glitter. So I did use it to just, I don't know if you can hear that motorcycle drive by, but I did just use it to decorate an eyeshadow palette. So it's a little bit of a cheat, but it's fine. It is what it is. So we are going to be rolling another shade out and rolling another something in its place. Then, what else? We had a lip pencil or a lip stick. This is a lippy stick by ColourPop. Wow, I just like totally spaced on the name. So this is the ColourPop lippy stick in TGIF. I mean, we don't have a ton left, but this kind of deep dark red is just not something I wear every day. That is it, swatch. It is a very deep dark red. I think that in the summer when I'm doing, like if I do like a really, really neutral look and then put this on the lips, it would look really pretty. But right now I'm just not really reaching for it. How I have been reaching for it, the amount of uses that I have, it's just been as a cream blush. I am wearing it as a cream blush today, very, very minimally, very, very lightly. And then I put my foundation over and then put other things on my face. But I am wearing that as a cream blush today, and I like it. I like it for that purpose. It does give a nice rosiness to the cheek, and putting foundation on over it helps just minimize like how pinched and red my cheeks would look with that. But it's nice. I like it. Then another exciting one was this guy. This is Bare Minerals Cashmere. I rolled this in last month, and I used it kind of similarly to the last loose eyeshadow I used. So I finished it. Like, there's no product in there. I use this as a matte bronzer. So I ended up using this as a bronzer, not really as an eyeshadow. Totally fine with me, because I have so many of these like loose eyeshadows in my collection, and I have more than enough this tone eyeshadow in my collection that I'm fine using it as a blush or bronzer and multitasking this to kind of get use out of it. So I did finish this guy up, and I'm pretty darn proud of that. That is 2 loose eyeshadows that I've completely finished this year, and I am so happy about it. Like, these don't get used otherwise in my collection, so this was great. Then another product that I used but I didn't go overboard with, that is this guy here. This is my Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette. This is the shade Acoustic that is in that palette. I think we expanded the pan. I didn't really look at before and afters, but I think I expanded the pan from when we rolled it in. I will continue to just work on this. I want to finish this product up. I'm like slowly working through my Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette in my fantasy self and in this project. The shades I like come in here. The shades I'm a little afraid to use go in my fantasy self palette. But yeah, I'm pretty darn happy about getting some usage out of this. I just don't reach for that Heavy Metals palette, and I don't know why. Like, maybe it's because I just don't like that formula. I'm not really big on the Urban Decay formula. It is what it is. So we have 3 products. We have 1, 2, 3 products. So this took quite a bit of thinking and quite a bit of like, what the heck do I put into this project? Like, I was struggling trying to figure out what to put into this project, like very hard. Mostly because the majority of my discontinued products are eyeshadows, and I don't want to make this like an eyeshadow centered project pan. I have my pan those eyeshadows, I have my pan that palette, and I have the Fantasy Self palette challenge that Haley and I are doing. So I had to be like slightly strategic with what I was rolling in. So the first item I rolling in actually replaces that highlight. This is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlight, and this is kind of cheating, kind of not. So the reason I am putting this shade, which is not a discontinued shade, this is the shade Hustla Baby, but this size is no longer available, and this thing is no longer available. So this is the shade Hustla Baby. We have pan in it. We have like a decent amount of pan in here. So I don't know if I want to finish this off, but I definitely want to use this until we reach like the cooler months of the year, when I can kind of focus back in and circle back around like in October to this guy. So I just want to see what kind of usage and what kind of damage I can put into this. Not necessarily finish it off, but definitely see what I can do. Stretch goal would totally be finish it, but I don't know if I can really achieve that, but we have like a decent pan in there, so maybe. The next one isn't, again, it's not like officially discontinued yet. However, it's on the fast track for it. And even if it's not, like, the brand itself has announced they're closing. So I kind of just want to work on this to like get it out of my collection and love it while I have it. That is this guy. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I have used this 3 times since receiving this. Becca and Octoly sent me this last year. This was like my first Octoly thing. I will link the video up in the cards. I had used one of these last year in my 20 favorites. I love this primer so much, and it's sad that it's getting discontinued, but this is the perfect time and the perfect excuse to kind of rotate this in and work on something that I truly, truly love and enjoy, and can just kind of see it out while it's fresh and while it's in its glory. Like, it's in its prime right now. And this is the perfect time to use this and finish this. So that is what I'm going to do with that Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Then I wanted to continue to keep my loose eyeshadows in this project. It really has helped me use them and not just like let them sit and collect dust in my collection. So I've been rotating at least one in my Shop My Stash every month, and I want to kind of keep a spot open in this project for one loose eyeshadow. Now, again, I don't want this to be like totally eyeshadow centric. My plan is not to finish the loose shadow that is in this project, but I want to at least try to use it 10 times within the month before rotating it for something else. So we rolled a couple in my Shop My Stash, and they're not the product that I'm going to talk about. So over on Instagram, I did post a poll about what kind of shade you would like to see. Now I did kind of say, would you like to see something like completely used up or like use it 10 times? Would you like to see a neutral or a colorful shadow? Would you like to see a warm or cool tone? And then would you like to see a shimmer or a matte? Now, most people said the results were use it 10 times, do a colorful shade, do a shimmer, and do a warm tone. So the only issue is I don't have like a traditional warm tone, colorful shimmer. So I kind of just did the best I could with this. So I picked this guy here. This is the Bare Minerals Shadow in Real Deal. This is discontinued. This was discontinued when I worked for Bare Minerals. So this is a pretty old shadow in all honesty. So I'm going to give it a swatch. It's kind of more of a satin finish. So it's kind of like it's borderline meets the shimmer aspect, borderline doesn't. I would call this a warmer toned green shadow. So that's kind of like my cheat in that regard. This is colorful and I can use it 10 times at least. So that is what we're kind of going to reach for. I hope you can see that it is a little bit more of that satin shimmer kind of formula. So that is the shade in my pan, those eyeshadows, compared to the one that I'm going to roll into this project. I can totally wear them together and create like a monochromatic look. I'm wondering if I can probably use this to like just mock a crease since it is more satin than matte. But I am going to shoot to use this 10 times. That seems like a good idea. So we'll see how much product I can use up in 10 uses, but that is going to be this guy there. But that is it. That is everything for my Ditch the Discontinued project pan. Let me know if you are doing this project here on here on Instagram. This is definitely YouTube. If you're doing this project on YouTube or on Instagram, just tag me in your posts, link the hashtag Ditch the Discontinued, and I would love to see what you guys are panning this year. But yeah, that is it. That is everything in this video. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!